One more thing. Price of the brick going up.
Spartans! What is your profession?
Why you looking so hard? You worried about the wrong play, man. Go look in the mirror. Dust. You on my page before you brush your teeth. You stuck in my gram while I'm in the streets. You worrying about my bag, worrying about my wins. You ain't worrying about your pockets looking paper thin. Look at you, man, musty, can't be trusted. Hating on my shine cause your whole life busted. You could be doing so much if you looked at you, but you rather look at me. That's the bum in you. You complaining about the work that I got in the vault, but you ain't willing to undo it. That's your own damn fault. I'm not sorry, I don't care, I don't feel no pity. You a clown in the suburbs, I'm the man of the city. You looking through my window with a greedy eye, instead of in the mirror asking who am I? You a hater, you a watch, you a non-starter. While I'm climbing up the charts, yeah, I'm going harder. Stop looking through my window. Go look inside your mirror. You worry about my downfall, that's why your vision ain't clear. You're dusty. Stop looking through my window. Go look inside your mirror. You could be winning too, bro, winning too, but you rather be a failure. I don't feel you, I don't see you, I don't hear you. You just a gnat in my ear, I just brush you off. You just mad cause I'm the boss and you looking soft. You ain't willing to do the work that I've done. I was up at 4 a.m., you was having fun. I was 72 hours fasting, getting my mind right. You was on the timeline, starting up a new fight, but the fight ain't with me. Man, the fight is with yourself. You could have the same damn drive, you could have the wealth, but you rather be a critic, you rather be a troll. While I'm knocking down goals at the Super Bowl, I don't feel no pity, I don't feel remorse that you chose to stay immune while I'm a damn horse. This a race and you ain't even at the starting line. Too busy drawing pictures on my finish line. Stop looking through my window. Go look inside your mirror. You worried about my downfall, that's why your vision ain't clear. Stop looking through my window. Go look inside your mirror. You could be winning too, bro, winning too, but you rather be a failure. Let's get it. My focus is on growth, my focus is on winning. My focus is on the next chapter, just beginning. I'm too busy, man, my calendar is packed. I'm too busy building up, I'm too busy building stack. I'm coaching up the team, I'm on the match, I'm on the string. I'm building in the world, I'm living out the dream. And you are not a factor, you are not a threat. You were just a bad investment, you were bad. I'm not sorry for you, I'm not sorry for the facts that I'm out here running up the score to the max. I don't see you, you are invisible to me, cause I'm everything you're jealous of, scared of me. Real talk, if you took a little time and focus on your own success instead of on my damn downfall, you wouldn't be so dusty. Ha. Maybe you should try it if you wanna win, but you won't. Get a life, man. Stop watching mine. Go get some money.
Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. How is everyone doing today? Hopefully you are all doing well. I am Tickletrough. We are above all else, we are engineered to win. I'm gonna give a disclaimer right now. I am feeling a little bit, very little bit under the weather. My throat is a little bit dry, a little bit scratchy. So I am going to, we're going to do what we do. We are going to do what we do. All right. It is what it is. It is what it is. So what is the game plan for today? We are going to be working on deploying our dashboard for the speech app so that we can continue progressing. Like I was mentioning the other day, I think yesterday in Vibe Code and Chill, I have a tester for the application that I'm training, that I'm coaching, so that they can be an elite tech barbarian. So working on them. So we're going to be deploying that, get into the next phase of testing or staging, where the app is going to be available in the app stores in test mode for iOS and for Android, and it's going to be, we're going to have the dashboard so we can manage everything, right? So that is the goal for today. Getting the number one goal for today is getting the dashboard deployed to DigitalOcean. Okay, that's our goal. We already have a docklet running on DigitalOcean, so we just have to do the Docker image, push it up there, and get it rolling. All right, that is where we're at. We do have some interesting topics about how Uber drivers out of there. Waymo and Tesla, they testified before the Senate about their self-driving robo-taxis. We're going to be jumping into about procrastination. Yes, procrastination. It's not a bad thing anymore? That's what they're saying. It's not a bad thing anymore. And Mark Zuckerberg says smart glasses are the future. That is our game plan for today. All right. But before we get into any of that, a little bit of housekeeping. First and foremost, shout out to everyone who has subscribed to the channel, who allows us to share this message across the entire world, across the entire universe. We are getting this tech message out on, you do not have to only think one way, only do one thing. You do not have to be Dusty. Thank you so much to all of the subscribers who make this possible. I really, really appreciate you. Shout out to my tech barbarians. We had such an amazing vibe code and chill yesterday. We were talking about what I coined as the intelligence tax. The what? Yes, the intelligence tax. I'm going to be reposting that on the Patreon so that you can check it out and see what I mean by when I say the intelligence tax. It was a very, very serious conversation. And so the people, I just had a coaching call earlier today as well, doing interview prep for my tech barbarians, because they have an interview tomorrow. So always working, always winning. We do not sit around. We do not do nothing. I had another coaching call yesterday working on Terraform, getting we just work. We just work. That is our number one goal. We work, we push forward, we win. At the end of the day, nothing else matters but the victory. Get the W. All right. So shout out to my tech barbarians over at techcoachralph.dev. And of course, shout out to the YouTube members who allow this channel to go across the world. We have this channel. My message is translated into so many different languages, because guess what? The whole world, they want to get on board on this tech stuff. And I'm here to help. I am here to help. I don't care about all that other nonsense. I just want us to win. All right. So shout out to every last one of you. I appreciate you, right? Number one, I appreciate you.
I appreciate you.
Number two, we are the very, very best.
We the best.
And number three, let's go out there and get it.
Let's get it.
That's all that we can actually do. We can just go out there and get it day in and day out. All right. Before I jump into the chat, I'm going to jump into our icebreaker for today, which the comment that I see in the chat, this is a great topic for this icebreaker. So let's jump into it. What's cool? What is cool? To me, at least, what's cool? Running and winning your race is cool. There are a lot of, we are so group think minded that people can define what is cool and who is not cool. My thing is that, and as I wish I understood this and knew this when I was a child, when I was growing up, to understand what is cool and what is not cool. You know, it's not cool thinking that you have to fit in to what everyone else is doing or saying to be part of the quote unquote, the crew. You know what happens to part of the crew? You always get in trouble. You always lose. You always find yourself on the wrong side. To me, what is cool? Winning your race. Run your race, win your race. You do not have to conform to what everyone else is doing. To let them define you. So many times we want to fit in, we let other people define us, and we don't even like it. Me, guess what? Do I think anime is cool? I don't care. I am not an anime person, but if you love anime, then that's cool to you. I don't watch baseball, but if you like baseball and that's cool to you, if you like to play baseball, go for it. I am not going to define what's cool for anybody. You know what's cool for me? Doing jujitsu, building applications, talking to you guys, getting better at whatever it is that I'm working on, training up my tech barbarians, having my conversations with Junior, Magnetar, Rod Brown. We had an amazing conversation yesterday. That's what's cool for me. But what I find cool, it doesn't have to be cool for you. What's cool for you is what you say is cool for you. But what's not cool when you let other people define you. And I believe that right there is the problem that the majority have, because we want to be part of this group. We want to be part of this gang. I'm going to do this because this person says it's cool. I'm going to do that because that person says it's cool. And guess what? You end up looking like a fool. So my thought is, and I'm telling you, I wish I had this mentality as a child, but guess what? My kids, I am embedding that. Look, you do not let anybody define you. You don't have to conform or fit into whatever other people are saying. They're going to call you names. Guess what? People who make ad hominem attacks and call you names and try to tell you who you should be, those are the real uncool losers. You run your race. You win your race. You set your goals. You set your parameters. My guy Junior, he loves flying drones, loves drones for drone photography, loves regular photography. Yesterday at Vibe Coding Show, he showed me a website that he created with Lovable to showcase his work. And I'm like, that is awesome. That is awesome. And it's not about what other people what they want you to be. If you try to be what other people want you to be, you will never be anything, because you are going to be shifting and changing and all that type of stuff for your entire life. You need to define your victory. That's what's cool. If you like chess, that's cool for you. And you don't have to change your interest for what other people like or want you to like. If those who enjoy the things that you enjoy, those are the people who are cool to you, and they will be in your circle. I don't try to define what's cool for anybody else. Honestly, to be frank, I don't really care about people like that. I don't think about people that much to say, oh, they're not cool. I don't care. Like, what do I care? Oh, they're boring. What do I care? Why do we have to, why do we think about other people that much? Are we that bored and lonely with our own lives that we have to put our vision of other people on them? Or maybe, just maybe if you find yourself thinking of what other people should be doing, or what makes them cool or have quote unquote swag, maybe you're just dusty. Maybe you just don't have anything better to do with your life than to think about what other people should be doing. What I am instilling in my son is, you do what is exciting to you, what is valuable to you. It's not about what this group of people say you should be doing or that group of people. No, we are going to run our race. We're going to win our race. And what everyone else has to say about it, we do not care.
Do not come.
All right. So that is my icebreaker for you for today. That is my message. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what other people say, what other people want you to be. You are going to do what is valuable to you. All right. That is all that I have for that. All right. Let me check the chat really quick, and then we're going to jump into work. I got my guy in the building, Junior Largy in the building. Says, what's up, family? What's good, Junior? How are you doing? Hopefully everything is going well with you. And I got a Jacob Torres in the building. Says, how did you get 50 plus subs? I barely got 1 sub. I mean, you know what, Jacob Torres, I'm gonna do you a favor. I'm gonna be a nice person here, right? Because you want to know how I got 50 plus subs? I work my off. And I try my best to provide value, but I'm gonna do you a favor. I'm gonna do you a favor, right? Let me do you a favor, Mr. Jacob Torres. I'm gonna go to your channel. Let's see what you got over here, buddy. How do I get to your channel? Let's go to channel. And you do have 1 subscriber. And you have no views. 1 view. Let's do that. I'm just gonna pull this up right here. I will tell you why you have no subscribers. All right. So if you go over here and yeah, you don't have any views. That's why you don't have any subscribers, because you don't have any views. Like getting 1 view is not really going to help you, right? But I'm gonna do you a favor. I'm gonna do you a favor. You see, I have one subscriber here. Boom. I'm gonna subscribe for the length of the show to give you 2 subscribers. All right. So now you have 2. You have 2 subscribers. At least for the next couple of hours. Right? At least for the next couple of hours, you have 2. All right. So happy I could be. See, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good today on Super Bowl Sunday that I could add value into your life, Mr. Jacob Torres. All right. I do what I can. I do what I can. Junior says 2 angle camera is looking better now. You see, look at that. We looking. No more all dull and stuff like that. We're growing. We are winning. We are winning. All right. Okay. So we are going to jump into our first segment of work for today. And we started on last Sunday. We didn't get to finish, but I am going to pull up the web storm. See if I can drink this. All right, let's go to find find what I need. Then I'll start the timer. Let's go to this one. And where is it? Okay. Something weird is happening here. Okay. All right, there we go. All right, so we are going to get started. We have, let's put up the timer. Ready? Let's go.
It's time to do.
Okay, so we want to deploy the dashboard to DigitalOcean, right? So what we did last week was we started to get our registry and everything up and running. This script right here is supposed to, so we need to add in our registry name and then the image name. I should probably call it speech app admin dashboard. Let me show screens. There we go. I should probably call it speech app admin dashboard. And then we would, so tag latest. So basically we're going to be having our Docker image stored at the DigitalOcean repository because they give us one to host for free. So it's just works out better that way. Let me go and log into DigitalOcean. Let's go here, and let's go to here. And we are going to go to, what was the name of that thing from last week? Container registry. And we want to do, so this is the one right here. Copy that. So that's the name of the registry. So I'm going to go back over here and I am going to put it registry name. Let's put it registry name. And I'm going to call it, if it's image name, I guess the image name could be, I guess that's fine because the registry name maybe defines the image name. I'm just gonna say, let's just go speak precisely admin dashboard. Or we'll just go speak precisely admin dashboard, and we will go to here. It's gonna do deployment too. Pull the image, log into DigitalOcean. I guess that's fine. All right, so what I'm also going to do, I'm going to pull up the documentation that I had from Gemini so that we could do this as well. Let's go to is it this one? No. Let me see what we have for kilo. All right. And open this one. Deploy droplet. This script logs into your registry. It pulls the latest image you just pushed. It restarts the container with new code. All right, so let me dock this. And so looking at the strip, if we build the image, which is the Docker file right here, and then, so is it even building the image on this step? Let's see. Deploy, pull. Please ensure you've, all right, so let's go ahead and do this. Which we did last week. All right, let's go to another terminal. Zoom in. We're going to do, nope. We are going to do this command to authenticate. And login did not succeed. Cannot connect to, oh, all right. So let me start up Docker. All right, Docker's up and running. Let's go to, let's do that. Authenticating with existing credentials. All right, so we're logged in because I think the key that they give you is for like 30 days. So we got that. What else do we need? Let's see. So it's going to do this. Where does it actually build the image though? Configuration, change these. Latest. Logging in here. Pulling the image, stopping existing container, running new container. So where do we actually build the Docker file? So what did they do last time? So configure the scripts, publish.sh, deploy.sh, replace your registry name with the actual name of your DigitalOcean registry. All right, so there's the build and push. So this, all right, so there goes the publish that we'd have to do first, and then we do the deploy. This script grabs your Supabase credentials from your local.env file. It builds the Docker image locally. It pushes the image to DigitalOcean. All right, so let's look at the publish script. This publish script is going to, all right, so we need the registry name there too. So let's copy this. Registry name. Let's change the image name as well. Now, do you remember last year when we were working on DevOps, learning Docker? It's all coming back now. It's all coming back around. All right? That's how the game goes. What we learned last year, we're using it right now. And we're always going to be using it. We are always going to be using it. All right. Let's go to. So we have the publish. So it's going to do the full image path is going to be this. So it's going to say registry.digitalocean.com, and then the registry name, which is going to be here, and then the image name, which is going to be here, and the tag that's going to be here. All right, looking for local things. And then if we check for required environment variables, we got that. Start building. All right, so now it's going to do the Docker command, platform Linux AMD 64, build argument here, and tag it with the latest, or tag it with the full image path, and then push it to DigitalOcean. All right, so let's go ahead and try. Let's try to kick off the publish one. We are, and where is this file located? It is inside of the root directory. Right, cool. It's in the root directory, right? So we're gonna say, let's see, kick it off by /publish. Oops. What? PWD. Is that in a folder somewhere? Speak precisely, admin dashboard. Okay. /publish.sh. Permission denied. Sudo .publish.sh. Okay. What? Command not found. Published. Am I in the right folder? ls. There it goes right there. Publish.sh. What if I just do What am I doing wrong here? Let me wait. Is it? No. Dot pub. Well, let me do this. Let's go to. All right, hold on. We're gonna do this. I'm going to pull up. I do this all the time, so I'm kind of. Let's see. To execute a .sh script in Linux or Mac, you generally need to make it executable first. So maybe we did it. Maybe we didn't do that. So first, it's chmod plus x the script, and okay, so maybe that's what it is. Maybe it doesn't have the permission to execute. So let's go to chmod plus x, and we're gonna do publish.sh. Now, if we do /publish.sh, there we go. And it failed for an unknown command. Make dir says, all right, failed to build, failed to solve Docker file parse error on line 49, unknown instruction mkdir. That can't be right. Failed to, so that, let's go to Docker file, line 49. Let's see. What is the fail to? I don't know how I was able to successfully pushed. That doesn't make any sense. That it would be successfully pushed because looking over here. History. Yeah, there's nothing there. All right. So that means that we need to. Why is this like that? Let's see. Docker file make directory. So if we go over here and it says oh, I think we need a run in front of it. Yeah, that makes, I think that makes more sense. So if we go over to here, say run. Yeah, I think that's what it is. Because you see all these things are happening over here. They all have like a Docker command in front of it, and that one doesn't have a Docker command in front of it, right? So let's try to publish again. All right, looking way better now. Nice, nice, nice. Building our Docker image. So after this is done, then we should be able to see it at, we should be able to see it at, we should be able to see it on Docker. All right, fail to solve process bin sh. Where is that one? Did not complete successfully. Where is that? That would be Docker file line number 34. What? What? All right, let's see. Run npm build. No such. All right, so failed to solve the process bin sh-c npm run. Did not. Okay, so are we installing Node anywhere? Where are we doing the npm install? Let's say we do run npm. What was the error though? All right, so looking at the error, run npm build temp build. You're using node.js for next.js node.js version. Okay, so where are they? Okay. So we need to upgrade our node base. So let's go ahead and take a look at over here, and we need to say docker node, and we look at the official image, and we want, I mean, could we get away with Alpine with the latest one? Let's see. Because what if we go to the latest? Let's say we try. So what I want. What if we go to node, or let's say we do 25 Alpine on its own. Let me do where's my, what if we were to do node version? Oh, 25. All right, so let's go for 25 then. Because if we're using 25.2, then it should be totally fine. So let's say we do 25. Because like the thing is, these AI tools, they're going to pick the what was in at the time. So they don't always like give you the most upgraded. So now I'm just making modifications to upgrade on my own. All right, so let's go ahead and do this. Let's try to run the publish again. So I think it should go through now because we have the right version of Node loaded. All right, we still failed. So let's see why we failed this time. It is failing because run npm line 33. Oh, that's because I did that. All right, that's my bad. Forgot to take that out. All right, so let's do this again. We should be definitely getting past that stage this time. And so once this is pushed up to DigitalOcean, then we should be able to simply log into the droplet and install. If I look at here, so deploy, starting the deployment, use this, log into DigitalOcean registry. Okay. But I don't want to install it locally though. I want to install it on the, I want to install it on our docklet. So I think we're just going to get the instructions and follow that. So after we do this, we're going to get the instructions and follow that to see, okay, how do we get it installed on the actual docklet? So right now it's going through the npm run build. Well, I don't want to get scolded by going on longer than we're supposed to, so we're going to go to break now. We are going to go to break. Let me check the chat, and then we're going to get to our first break time topic about procrastination.
How dare you?
All right. So let me see what we got in the chat first. Junior says that Jacob Torres needs a profile picture. Maybe. Let's see. All right, let's go over into our first break time topic for today. We're gonna be, like I said, procrastination doesn't mean you're lazy. Have you heard that? So this neuroscientist says that this is their take on procrastination. All right, so let's jump into this topic. Then I see if I can actually read this because, like I said, my throat is not feeling good. All right. Let's go. Procrastinating isn't a sign of laziness or lack of willpower. Neuroscientist says how to get unstuck. Okay. So let's see how this goes. It says, for many of us, procrastination comes with a lot of emotional baggage, says neuroscientist Anne-Laure Lecomte, PhD. We've been taught to associate procrastination with laziness and lack of willpower. And so whenever we procrastinate, we start blaming ourselves for not doing that thing we said we were going to do, the cuff says. Now, I'm already having mixed feelings about this because if there's going to be an excuse for why we procrastinate, I am not with it.
How dare we speak Merry Christmas?
But let's see. We've been taught to associate procrastination with laziness and lack of willpower. Right? So we read that those negative feelings only make it harder for us to get back on track, according to Lecomte, the author of Tiny Experiments, How to Live Freely in a Goal-Obsessed World. All right. I see where this is going already. From her perspective, procrastination shouldn't be a source of shame. It's really just a signal from your brain that something is not working quite right at the moment. What does that even mean? Here's what I've seen from procrastination, right? When people wait to the last minute to get things done, they are exhausted by how much work it takes. So like I've seen people where they have, you can take it from anything, from getting ready for an event, from jiu-jitsu tournaments, where they have so long to get into the right shape or to start working on something, and they want to wait. And now the day of the tournament, they are like 2 hours before the tournament, they are in a sauna trying to drop the last 2 pounds that they should have been already prepared for a long time ago. All right. So, and that goes across for everything. So I'm kind of like, it's kind of weird what they're saying here, right? So, because instead of ignoring that signal, instead of trying to push through and blaming yourself in the process, what would it look like to just listen to that signal? She continues. What? I'm so confused. What does this even mean? A better approach. All right. You know what? To be fair, I am not a PhD. All right. I'm a PhD. I am not a PhD. I'm just saying. All right. A better approach is to get curious about the root of your procrastination habits. Here's her strategy for overcoming procrastination. So let's see about this strategy. Identify the problem. When the problem is that you're not getting started on whatever you're supposed to do. Lecomte created a triple check system that helps her evaluate why she might be avoiding a task. In her words, whether the problem is coming from the head, from the heart, or from the hand. All right, that is, to me, honestly, personally, to me, that is a lot of thinking. Like, we think so much instead of just getting the work done. I was on a coaching call this morning, and something that I've been asking this tech barbarian of mine to do for a very, very long time. I said, you know what? Show me what you've done so far. They pulled it up. I said, all right, cool. Go ahead and use that. And I said, you have by 6 p.m. to get it done. Sometimes you just have to put your foot down. Because if you want to win, and I had to tell them too, you are a perfectionist, and that is what's holding you back. You want this thing to be so perfect. You have all these drafts, all these things in flight, but you never actually publish them. You can be perfect, but too late. You can be perfect, but too late. How are you going to get to where you want to go if you do not put any work out? So I said, you know what? 6 p.m. today, get it done. No excuses. You know what? I'm going to start threatening people. I'm going to say, you know, if you don't get this done, I'm going to raise the price. The price of the brick is going up.
One more thing. Price of the brick going up.
If you do not have it done at the allotted time, then your price goes up. That's gonna be my new strategy, right? Because if your procrastination stems from the head, it means that at a rational level, you're not fully convinced you should be working on that task in the first place. The heart refers to your feelings. If the problem is coming from the heart, it means that at an emotional level, you don't feel like this is going to be fun or exciting. Guess what? Life is not always fun or exciting.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
Finally, if the problem comes from the hand, it means that at the practical level, you don't believe that you have the right tools, the right skills, or the right support network in order to get that task done. That means you just have to find the right people to help you get the task done. So far, I'm hearing excuses. Honestly, I'm hearing excuses. Let's see if this, I'm a PhD, is going to be able to give us practical strategies to get, honestly, my strategy when I'm coaching someone who they say they're going to do something and they don't do it, I say, you know what? Let's get on a call and you're just going to do it with me. We're going to get started. Just start. How to stop procrastinating. To tackle head problems, LeComfort recommends taking a step back and evaluating what doesn't feel right about the work. For example, if you're dragging your feet on finishing a task because you're not sure whether it aligns with your project's strategic goals, you can go back to the drawing board and kind of redefine the task and see if that's the right approach. For tasks you're avoiding because you don't feel sufficiently excited or stimulating, LeComf's best advice is to make the environment fun. I agree with that. I totally agree with that. I make every environment that I'm in, I make fun, I make exciting, I make it a party. Now, other people might not want to come to my party, but I'm not gonna be like the song from what was the name of that song? From My Girl. It's my party and cry if I want to. No. I don't invite people to my party anyways. It's a party. It is a party of one. But we be winning though. Maybe grab your favorite colleague and do a little co-working session, or go to your favorite coffee shop and do the task. Agree with that? Just get it. Honestly, this is a lot of talking just to say get it done. Just get it. Just shut up and get it done. Shut up and work. People get so offended by shut up and dribble, shut up and sing. Shut up and get the work done. Get the work done. Stop thinking about it. Start doing. Stop thinking. Start doing. That is my motto. All right. Because if you tend to procrastinate when you feel overwhelmed or unprepared, LeComfort recommends reaching out to trusted friends or colleagues for advice. And if I am that trusted friend or colleague, my message is just start. Just start. Take it one step at a time. I always tell people, raise your hand, ask for help, she says. That support could involve coaching, mentoring, or asking your company to sponsor an online course. Whatever it is that you need, that you need to feel like you have the resources in order to get the job done. But if you don't start, how are you going to know what you need? That's why I'm always saying start. And as you're on the journey, you say, okay, I need to learn this. I need to learn that. I need to work on this. I need to work on that. But you have to start. That is, see, and then when you procrastinate, you get all the way to the end, and then you find out, oh, I need all of this stuff, and it's just too late. So many times it has been just too late for so many people. All right. Because The triple check system helps circumvent the shame component of procrastination. It's really going from this vague sense of dread and self-blame that you're not doing the thing that you should be doing to acting a little bit more like a scientist, a detective, and seeing it as a puzzle to solve. So I'm going to say this. That is a lot of fluffy, encouraging words, but honestly, I don't think that it's going to make that much of a difference in a person's life. My message is start. I think the reason that a lot of people procrastinate or don't get things done is because they are perfectionists. They don't want to get punched in the face by the task that they say they want to do. They don't want to face failure. They don't want to face defeat. But I say, go out there, do it, lose, fail, and then try it again and again and again and again until it works. That is the true process to success. The more you procrastinate, the less that you're going to be able to get anything done of substance. You're going to get started late. You're going to try to rush it, and it's going to be crap. It is going to be crap. That's why I say, as soon as you get it, start. And now with the power of AI at our fingertips, you can go so much faster. So much faster. There is no reason to be unsure, because AI will give you a whole blueprint on what to do. So I say, go out there and do it. Go out there and get it done. All right. It was a cool article, but nothing really practical. Like it doesn't encourage me to stop procrastinating. What encouraged me to stop procrastinating is just to work. Okay. Anyways, let's go and see if there's anything in the chat before we get back to our next working segment. Let's see. Junior says this should be interesting. This is gentle parenting at its finest. Oh, that's a good point. Yep. I'm like, just it's as easy as this, right? You schedule some time based on what you're working on, 30 minutes a day, and you just keep at it. Sometimes you have to adjust your schedule, but 30 minutes a day, just keep going. And in no time, you're going to get a lot more better understanding. You're going to do a lot better work. The first time you're going to do it, it's going to suck. And you have to be willing to accept that your very first time trying something is going to suck. And the second time, it's going to suck less. And the third time is going to suck even less till you get to a very, very good point where it's just not that bad. And share it and go from there. At Vibe Coding Show yesterday, Junior's photography thing, I was so impressed by it. And then I said, oh, you know what? You know what you should do to make it easier for you to be able to manage your pictures that you have in the gallery? Do this and do this. And if you want to hear what I said, you're going to have to go and check out the video. But I said, do this. And he said, oh, I never thought about that. And now he's probably getting ready to try it, to implement it. And it's going to make a world of difference. But the fact that he actually started on it, he's able to get feedback on how to make it better, how to make it more efficient. But if you don't start, then no soup for you. Junior says, clearly, they give PhDs to anyone.
How dare you?
That is so, you know what, Junior?
How dare we speak Merry Christmas?
Terrible. It says, paralysis by analysis. I used to be like that. Haven't we all? Now I just say, you know what? Let's just get started. And from getting started, I get so much more ideas. I have an idea. I'm like, oh, okay, then we could do this. Then we could do that. Then we could do this. It says, already implemented partially. I cannot wait to the next Vibe Coding Show so we can actually check it out. All right, let's jump into our next 20 minutes of work, because like I am struggling right now. All right, let's go to it.
Let's go!
Okay, so our dashboard is, it keeps saying that it was successfully pushed, but I don't think it was. Because it was pushing one more. And I am going to do, I'm going to use here, Docker PS. And we are going to say, ooh, let me see. Oh, no, Docker images is what I want. Because I just want to push this latest image. So let's push this one. Docker push. So it just has to push this last layer, and then it should be able to. I've been having this issue with like Docker pushing for the longest time now, where it keeps disconnecting and then try to reconnect. It's so annoying. It is so annoying, but hopefully we get that under control. Because if you can't push it, then it's not going to work, and it's just so dumb. Oh God. All right, still trying to push. Let's see. Let me go, and we needed to push to the repo. That's the annoying part. See, I've been having this, and here's what happens to me at work, right? Which I think it's my network personally, but this is only trying to push 155 megs. I'm trying to push a Docker image that's about 2 gigs, and it's like, it's a nightmare. So this issue, I don't know why it happens, but it has been a nightmare for me. And it's like 155 megs is super small, so it doesn't make any sense that it's not working. Let me check the Docker container. See if there's anything there yet. Hasn't fully pushed yet. It's always the little things that slow us down, right? This right here should be super duper simple. You just push it up, and then we should be able to run the next script. There is an issue in our script though that I can see, is that because it didn't successfully push, but it's telling us that it successfully pushed. So maybe that's something we could fix in the script. See, like it's saying echo. It should be able to recognize if it pushed or not, but not a big deal at the moment. Okay, we have successfully pushed it. Next up, we're gonna run our deploy script, which is going to, so before we even do that, let's go ahead and take a look over to here. If we refresh, why isn't it showing here? TCR speak precisely dashboard, TCR speak. Says it. Okay, so it's there, created 7 days ago. It has the size. I thought I was going to be able to see a list of them. Guess not. Okay. Connect. So let's say continue, skip. Great, I'm done. Okay, so we're here. We are. All right, cool. So now let's go back and let's see if we can go to let's see if we can go to run the deploy script. The deploy script is, we got to do the chmod plus x dot deploy. All right. Inside the deploy script, what it's going to do, it says it's going to grab the full path, and then it's going to log into DigitalOcean registry. Okay. Pull the image, and then run it locally, which is a fine test to do. Should be fine. All right, so it says that it's running on port 3000. So if we go to localhost 3000, it's not there because it would have popped up right away. So if we go to Docker PS, so it says that it's up. It says that it's up. But if we go here, we just have this page. Okay. So where is the dashboard then? What's the latest image? So I guess I'd have to put this script up there. However, I'm going to say when I do the deploy.sh script locally, it just gives me a next.js landing page and not the actual dashboard. I'm thinking there's something with the install. I didn't actually install the application. Or maybe I need to go to admin here. Let me see. If I go to admin. Let's see if it does anything that way. So with the prompt, they update the page to default to admin, and it's running kind of slow. The previous page was because the root module was still displayed. Okay, so it's not that big of a deal. If you run publish.sh locally and push the updated image, then the .deploy will on your droplet to pull. All right. Okay. So there you go. I can see. All right. So because if you go to /admin, it's going to show up the login page. So what we're going to do is we're going to do the publish script again so that we can recreate our Docker image. Shouldn't really be that much time to build it because it is, I don't think it shouldn't, I don't know. It's not really it's not that big of a change. And in like the infrastructure, but it looks like it has to do the run build all over again. But hopefully when pushing it up to DigitalOcean, it doesn't take like this little change did not take that, like cause you to have to update that many of the layers. So hopefully the push goes a lot faster. All right. And we have to wait. This is just how the game goes. There is there is a lot of waiting in building these applications. Let me sorry. Let's go to something. Let me see. All right, pushing everything up. And okay, so only 72 megs. So like I was saying, only one layer was affected, or two layers were affected, but all the other layers, they didn't have any issues. But we still have the retry nonsense. Okay, we wait. Like this is like for 72 megs, it should not be timing out. So I really don't know on whose end that happens, but it's just annoying that we have to wait for that every single time. But this is part of the building process. If you have ever built anything, whether you are a plumber, an electrician, a roofer, whatever it is, you have experience where whatever you did didn't work the first time. My guy Junior, he's an electrician. When you were first getting started, see, now you can probably wire stuff up with your eyes closed, right? But when you first were getting started, how many times did you like put the wire you put the wire in the wrong place, and then you would try to turn something on and it wouldn't turn on, so now you have to go and check it and inspect it and redo it and stuff like that. But that makes you better. That makes you better at whatever it is that you're doing. So, like I said, I personally am a perfect failure. I am perfect at failing. See, bars. I am perfect at failing, but then I get back up and I try again until I become imperfect at winning. All right. I'm just saying. Failed again. All right. Let's go ahead and push that back. Okay. We're good on that. Just waiting for the push to happen. And once that push happens, so we should be able to, I don't remember do we even have an admin? Hold on, let's go to Supabase. Do I have a user? First thing, do I have a user? Okay, I have this user. Is that user a admin? profiles, role, admin. All right. Oh, come on. Of course, we always have to forget the password that we use. So let's see if we go to, let me see. Okay, so, well, that should be fine. I don't know. Let me see. Okay. Let's go to, make sure this got pushed, not yet. Let's try it again. Authentication. Let's do, can't send the magic link because I don't know. Oh, it should work. Let's try this. Let's try password recovery. And if I go to, all right, so we push this up. I am going to go over here and do a and let me check my email. Let's go here. Maybe part of spam. Where did it go? techcodraft@gmail.com. Is that what I'm, that's what I'm in, right? So where are you? All right, there we go. So let's go here, reset password. It takes me to the, all right, so let's try magic link then. Failed to send magic link, make sure. Okay, so we have this running. So if we go back to localhost. All right, so now when we go to localhost, it takes us straight to the auth section because that's what we want for the admin. But oh my God, this is the thing that I hate with So let's do this. We are going to, there's nothing in there anyway, so let's delete the user. And let's add a new user. Where do I add the user? User, add user, create. All right, let's do auto confirm. And then when we go here,
Lunch break! Lunch break!
log in. What? Interesting. Why would that not work? Huh. Now the question is it actually connecting to our online Supabase then? Because if it is, okay, so I suspect that it's not connecting to our online Supabase. All right. So anyways, we are going to go to break and then we're this close. We're this close. All right. So no biggie at all. Let me see if we have anything in the chat today or now. And if not, we're going to progress to our next topic of conversation. Let me see. Sorry. We have my guy, Rod Brown in the building, the beloved brother, Rod Brown with the new Stream Deck. Rod Brown. You know what? Make sure you install the Focus Flow Timer plugin. I can send it to you. Install it on your Stream Deck. Let me know how it works. All right. But shout out, thank you. Welcome to the Stream Deck family. Although I am having tons of issue uploading the plugin to their system. All right, but that is a whole other story. All right, let's go over to Mark Zuckerberg. Yes, Mr. Zuck himself. He says smart glasses are the future. Some people say they believe the children are the future. We already see that is not the case. But maybe, just maybe, smart glasses may be the future. If the kids are not the future, maybe it's the smart glasses, all right? So let's jump into this article over here. Says Mark Zuckerberg says smart glasses are the future now despite the creeps. What does that mean about the creeps? All right. Is that a person or are the creeps a person or are the creeps people feeling uncomfortable about smart glasses? I will say this. I have seen smart glasses and those things are huge. Going back to what I was saying about defining cool. If you're going to let people define what's cool and what's not cool, those glasses are so big. I mean, maybe it's making the nerds cool again. All right. Because at a point, nerds used to be cool. Nerds used to be the in thing. And then we just let it go all down the drain.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
So it says after a $77 billion disaster. Okay. I don't think $77 billion can be a disaster. I think that is an apocalypse, a catastrophe to have a $77 billion disaster.
I'm in a bind, Nate.
In his adventures creating the metaverse, Meta CEO Mark Zuckerberg has laid out his vision for the future. Everyone wears AI smart glasses. That's what we're going to do. That is the vision for the future. AI smart glasses. You know what? I need to figure this out. I am going to figure out a Stream Deck button so I can do the same type of facial reactions that Rod Brown does when he starts his videos where he zooms in. I need to find a way to zoom into my face to show like shock and dismay and craziness, right? I'm going to figure that's going to be my Super Bowl homework. While the Super Bowl is going on, I'm going to be working on making my my streaming experience much better. All right. So it says, billions of people wear glasses or contacts for vision correction. Are they going to have smart contacts coming soon? All right. And I think that we're at a moment similar to when smartphones arrived, and it was clearly only a matter of time until those flip phones became smartphones. Zuckerberg said during Meta's Q4 2025 earnings call on Wednesday, it's hard to imagine a world in several years where most glasses that people wear aren't AI glasses. It's hard enough for me to put on these glasses during the stream, right? It's hard enough for me to wear these, which I would like to, because I want to look smarter. As hard as that may be, right? Because I know that I am like the smartest person that I ever met in my life, but I want to look smarter. But it's hard for me. It's hard for me to actually wear this while I am streaming. So now imagine whatever you're doing. We already have too many things in our face, right? So now you're going to put these glasses on where it has a bunch of stuff in front of you. We're already addicted to social media. So now you're going to be looking at social media all day, every day, more than you already do now, more than you already do now. Meta's smart glasses have been a ray of light that has come out of the Reality Labs division, which was created to focus on virtual reality worlds and which Zuckerberg ultimately renamed his entire company after. The new glasses, the Meta Ray-Ban displays, are so in demand that the company had to pause international rollout so it can service the US. Honestly, I don't see that many people wearing these Meta Ray-Bans. My friend, he has one. I have number one, he doesn't wear glasses normally, from my understanding, but I saw him wear it one time for basketball, and then I have never seen him wear it again. Does he wear it at home? Maybe, possibly, but I have never seen him wear it. Only one time playing basketball, and it didn't work out too well for him. All right. It says, TechCrunch reports that during the Q4 earnings call, Zuckerberg spoke effusively. That's a pretty good word, effusively, about the glasses, saying he believes they're some of the fastest growing consumer electronics in history. I can't see it. But Zuckerberg formerly believed that people would be hanging out with their friends in avatar form in a virtual room while donning large goggles in the real world. I never bought into the metaverse. I know some people are like, "Oh, the metaverse." I'm like, people barely like being in the universe, so now they're gonna want to go into the metaverse. We see what happens online when people who didn't know how to use the internet, who probably still don't know how to use the internet, they want to come online and they want to tell people who have been on the internet doing all this stuff for the longest time how they should move and how they should act and all this type of stuff on the internet. And it's like, and now I have to go into the metaverse to hang out with people that I didn't really want to hang out with in real life. So now I have to hang out with them in the metaverse. I never saw that happening. If I don't like you in real life, if I don't want to hang out with you in real life, I definitely don't want to hang out with you in fake life. All right. Am I right or am I right? If you don't like somebody in real life, why do you want to hang out with them in fake life? I'm not going to like you in fake life. No? Maybe. I don't know. Nevertheless, other tech giants have taken note of the success of Ray-Ban Meta glasses, but Google and Apple are expected to unveil smart glasses of their own in the near future. The latter has had its own problems with the VR in the form of Apple Vision Pro. Remember Apple Vision Pro? $3,000 for those goggles or whatever. All right. I gotta be honest.
I'm just being honest.
Those goggles look stupid. I understand the ones that Meta have, the Oculus, because that's for gaming and stuff like that. But if you're going to be wearing those Vision Pros and you're just going to be walking around the city with these big old things on your face, it looks stupid. Now, I am not telling you it's not cool to wear Apple Vision Pros. I would never.
How dare you?
But I will say that the design of it, it looks pretty dumb. It looks pretty stupid.
Stupid.
Is it valuable? Can it do some great things? Yes, but it does look kind of dumb. Like this big old. And there was so much hype about it 2 years ago when it came out, right? They have the, let me see. This broke my left eye. Okay. Oh my goodness. Talk about exaggerating for a lawsuit. When did it say when it came out? It was 2 years ago, wasn't it? $199. Wait, hold up. What is this? What is this $199 nonsense? No, it's still $3,500. Okay, I'm like, what is this $199 thing? Anyways, let's go back. Apple Vision Pro images. This doesn't look cool. All right, I take back cool. It just looks. I don't know. For $3,500, no. For $3,500,
Do not come.
all right. I'm just saying. When you look at the Meta ones, they're not like they look decent. I don't know what the features that they have, but they're so huge though. They are huge. Like, see how thick they are on the side? I don't know. It says OpenAI is also reportedly working on AI hardware. Sam Altman is hoping it will turn out better than the human AI pin. What is the human AI pin? Humane's AI pin is dead and all devices will stop working in 10 days. No idea what that is. Humane is shutting down and will stop selling its AI pin. What is an AI pin? Tuesday, Humane, no idea what it is. Well, it's shut down, so it doesn't even matter anymore. It says glass holes. But glass holes, all right? It says Meta Ray-Bans have one obvious privacy concern. People can record others clandestinely? I've heard the word clandestine, but I've never heard clandestinely. Last week, Mashable published an article detailing some of the worst behaviors that is currently proliferating on social media.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
Are we shocked though? Are we shocked by this? People are going to find the worst ways to use technology, right? That's why I always say, blame the user, not the tool, not the platform, blame the user. I mean, when you see the internet is gold, but it is also, but it's not because what is on it. Well, I mean, it's because what it's on it, but it's because what people put on the internet that makes it so bad. All right. It says, although there is a red light that blinks when the glasses are recording, many who have fallen victim to them say they have no idea they were being filmed. Fair enough. One woman named Onog from the UK tells the BBC she was filmed by a man without her knowledge and consent. The interaction of the man asking for her phone number was published to TikTok, where it received at least 1 million views. Onog was sent the video and says she became panicked as she read the comments, many of which were abusive. I mean, I'm curious what she said that would become abusive. Was she rude? My question is, because if I don't know about the UK, but if you're allowed to record in public areas, right? You're not like in a private place and you're recording a conversation with somebody. Do you have to let them know that you're recording the conversation? Should we be more careful with the words that we say? That whatever we say, we should be willing to say it in private and in public? I don't know. It's concerning. I wouldn't want to be, well, it depends. Because if I am recorded without my consent, that is more visibility. I don't know. I'm going to lean on the side of you should not record people without their consent. Even if it's in public. Even if it's in public, right? Onago sent the video. All right, so we read that. As many photographers are aware, filming another person in public without their consent is perfectly legal. Okay, that's what I said, right? It means people like Onog have no legal recourse, but it's difficult to argue that this type of exploitative behavior against unsuspecting people for social media clout is ethically okay. I would say, so the way that I see things, I always act as if I am under surveillance, FBI surveillance. Why? Because if I always believe that the FBI is surveilling me, then I am not going to be doing anything that would get me in trouble with the FBI. Right? That is just a precautionary measure. I don't want to get in trouble with any law enforcement. So I just act like I'm under surveillance, and I stay on my best behavior. All right.
Message.
I know it's legal. I don't care. Content creator Brad Porday tells Mashable. That's not the discussion. I think it's weird and creepy, and it shows a very predatory mindset. It does. I mean, it does show a very predatory mindset. It's wrong. But if you're in public, be on your best behavior as well. Don't be rude to a person in public. And then when you're exposed for being rude, then you get upset that you were exposed for being rude. Just be a good person. Simple fix. Simple fix. Just be a good person.
Flawless victory.
Anyhow, I honestly don't believe that smart glasses are the future. I think that Mark Zuckerberg and the whole Meta Ray-Ban glasses, they're probably just as behind as Apple in the whole AI race. So they're just trying to find something that's going to be helpful and useful. Google got the game on lock. Anthropic has the game on lock. And, those who can do, and those who can't, promote sunglasses that have a screen, right? So I personally haven't seen the whole flurry of, and sometimes what happens is people will buy stuff just to buy it and have it, but they don't actually use it, because I would say hardware is nothing without the software subscription. So if people get the glasses, they get like a free month of trial or whatever for the subscription, if there is a subscription, and then they don't use it anymore. I'm guessing the glasses might need Wi-Fi, or they piggyback off your Bluetooth or Wi-Fi connection. I don't know. They need something to connect to the internet too. So I'm not buying it. I'm not buying it. And the whole privacy thing, I get it. But if you're in public, if you're in private, someone's recording you, then that's illegal. If you're in public and someone's recording you, then be on your best behavior in public. And even here's what also happens too. Which is very, very disgusting and nasty what people will do, right? They'll record a private conversation that you're having, and then they will go out there and they will either speak on the private conversation, or they'll leak the audio or the video for the private conversation. And all that they're wrong and they're legally liable for that. Whatever you said or did on what was leaked, illegally still goes around the world and you still get in trouble for that. So regardless, you still lose. It's a dirty game. It is a dirty, dirty game that they play, but that's why you always have to be on the up and up. You always have to be on the up and up. Simple as that. Simple as that. Anyways, let's see if there's anything in the chat. If not, we're going to get back to our last working segment. Let's go to here and let me see. We are at Robert says the what plugin? Don't do that to me. Don't do that to me, Rod Brown.
How dare you?
Hurting my feelings on a Sunday. Hurting my feelings on Super Bowl Sunday.
How dare we speak Merry Christmas?
I tell you, it wasn't funny. It was not funny. Not funny at all. Nope. Nobody's laughing here. Nobody's laughing. Let me see. Junior. Oh, Robert says, all right, so we got that. Robert says, those goggles that 80 brought and just collecting dust now. I can't say that they're, I haven't seen them, but I don't know. I don't know what's happening with those goggles, all right? Maybe use them every day. Who knows? Who knows? You know? I can't say. I cannot say. Junior says, I like the idea of recording in public without consent. If anyone can see it, they can record it. Cops do it with body cameras, and so do companies with cameras outside of their building. That is an excellent point. The only thing that I would push back slightly, I don't disagree at all, but only thing I would push back slightly is surveillance cameras. They are recording a wide area, and there's like a lot of times there's no audio related to them. Cops do it, but they're doing it based off the interaction that they're having. But someone wearing smart glasses, they are recording like someone that they're recording a conversation that they're having with somebody, right? And like I said, it's legal without consent. But they're really putting people's business out there. To me, the safest way is just to not be a jerk and not be rude to people. Don't call them don't be like, if someone comes up to you, don't reject them in a rude way, stuff like that. Because guess what? They're also on the other side of the recording. So let's put it like this. Let's say a guy is wearing these smart glasses and they approach a young lady or an old lady, who knows, right? Depends on what they're into. And they try to talk to them, and the young lady rejects them in a brutal, mean fashion. And then he goes back and he's mean to them as well. Or the way that he approaches is also mean or disrespectful. There's two sides of the recording, right? So I don't know. It's just weird. It says freedom of speech. There is no way around it. I mean, don't get me wrong. I don't think there's anything wrong with being rude to a person at all, right? So, and like you can say no, like I don't want to talk to you. If you're right, freedom of speech. You also have the freedom not to speak. And if someone comes up to me, I'm like, I don't want to talk to you. I don't have to be nice to you. I don't want to talk to you if I don't want to talk to you. Especially if you have these glasses on and you can tell when somebody is up to no good. If someone comes up to you trying to have a conversation with you and they have their glasses on and they're recording, like, why are you recording me? What? You know? It's, exactly. Don't say what you wouldn't want to be. Don't say what you wouldn't want to be seen. I agree with that too. So let's say, put it like this. Don't say anything that's going to embarrass you. And that's why I was saying earlier, stand on it. Stand on it. Don't let people define what's cool, what's not cool. Say what you mean what you say, and let the chips fall where they may. If they say, oh my God, I can't believe you said that. Like, okay, cool. I did. And It is what it is. It is what it is. All right. We are going to jump into the last portion of the work part of the show. Let's get to it.
It's time to do.
Okay, so it says that, what did I put here? Okay, so that part is good, but the problem that we're having is, can you check if, well, let's go to, actually, before I do that, let me go and check Supabase. Oof. All right. Let me see something over here. Let's go to edge functions. No. Okay. Let's say, can you check if the, let me see this. Let me go over here. I just wonder what, if it's using the right keys. Where would I find that? Project settings. So if I go to, all right, let me go to full screen for a second, and I'm gonna go to, so that's the local one. All right, so where's the other one then? I feel like there's something missing. Oh no, the .env was okay. So the .env was for the okay. So okay, I see what's going on. The .env was for the mobile app, but we need to update the dashboard in order to be able to have the we need to update the dashboard in order to have this new Supabase location. All right, so we need to say we need to update the .env file to use the hosted version of Supabase. This is the file that we're using. So this is the local one. We may need to create a public or a new .env file that has the hosted Supabase URL and public or add-on key. So I'm over here. All right, let's do that. Because that's why we can't log in. It's trying to log into the localhost version, which we want it to be online. Okay, so it's creating .env production. Create placeholder .env production. Updating the script. Okay. Next up, open the .env production I just created. Replace the placeholders. All right. So now let's close some of these files down. env production, your hosted Supabase URL, and your public add-on key. All right. So where do I get my hosted Supabase URL? It's general. Let me see. So I'm looking over in here. Project overview. I think it's something like this .supabase. I could probably open it from the other project in Flutter. I have to open Flutter. Let me see if do they have an AI? I think AI assistant. What is my hosted Supabase URL? Project settings API. So let's go to project setting. And it's not API keys. No. I don't see no API. Data API? Okay, there we go. URL. Copy that. And I'm going to paste it in here. And then we are going to get the anon key. Let's copy that. I'm going to go here just to paste this in here. Close that, close that. All right, now I'm going to go ahead and I am going to publish again. Now we got to wait for the build again, and we have to wait for the push to go through again. But in the meantime, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to DigitalOcean, and I am going to go over here. Let me refresh this thing. I'm going to go to GPU droplets. Oh, not GPU droplets. I'm going to go here. Okay. So let's log into this one. I'm just going to piggyback off this one because it's so small what we're installing, so we don't need to create a whole new droplet just for that. So let's say access, launch droplet, copy this. Okay, okay. All right, so let's go with so we're in here. We are pushing the layer. Waiting for that. What I'm going to do over here is I am going to create a, let's say we do mkdir speak precisely admin cd speak precisely vim deploy.sh lost the connection again, and I'm going to copy this script over here, copy this, and I'm going to go with insert. We have our script in here, WQ. So now all we have to do is run the script from in here, and it should start up the application. We should be able to connect to our dashboard. Hopefully. We also need to create a, it should be fine. All right, so it's pushed. Now, if we go over to here and we say, let's say mod plus X, deploy. All right. Now, if we were to say, username, please ensure you're authenticated, login prior to us. All right, so now I need to go to container registry. Go here. Wonder why I have, okay, garbage collection. How do I log in again? Hold up. I need to log in. I'll delete these later. Okay. Let's do this first. Let's go here. Stop that. Snap install doc.tl. So we got that installed. All right, now if we try that again, let's see if this is gonna work. Unable to initialize, hit, okay, doc.tl, auth init. Access token. Where did I? You can generate a token. Did I have this access token anywhere? Hmm. Do I have this access? I could always create another one, I guess. Okay, let's do another one. Says we can go here. And I got a few already. Created 43 minutes ago. How was that created 43 minutes ago? Whatever. Let's do generate another one. Droplet token. What scope does it need? Whatever. Just go with this for now. Let's do 30 days for now. Generate. Whatever. I'm just going to delete it afterwards. So, all right, let's go ahead and paste that. Enter. All right. What? Okay, let's do. But if I'm root, why would that? I don't know. If I do that, oh my God. All right. If we try to do the play again. Unable, all right, login prior to pull. Unable to initialize DigitalOcean, access token. What would be? Okay. How can a droplet get access to? All right, let's go to Gemini. How can a droplet, a DigitalOcean droplet get access to the DigitalOcean repository? Image. When I tried to do doc tl auth init, I got this error in the droplet. Okay, let's go here. We go to here. I mean, I'm doing this root, so I should be able to, so I don't know. Rather apply over here. Well, that's giving it. All right, let's see. Snap confinement. You install doc using Snap on Ubuntu. You're running with sudo. Snap application often offers. Oh my God. Let's try that. I don't know why they told me to do it with Snap. It's oops. Let's do that. And let's do. Okay. whatever. CD.
Do not come.
I'm gonna finish. I am going to finish. I don't care what Magnetar and what Rod Brown have to say to me. I am going to finish. All right. I gotta see it through. I gotta see it through. Okay. So let's see it through. Let us see it through. So we got this. We have that. We do that. And then we are going to say, try that again. Try that again. Let's try USR local bin doc. What? Doc new auth init. Is a directory. Oh, I know why. All right. Did I? Hold up. Oh, it's the key again. Shoot. All right, let's do it. Let's create a new key. Damn it. Let's get rid of that. Where's it? Regenerate. Regenerate. Copy that. Copy that. Boom. Nice. So we do deploy again. Oh, CD. Speak. Okay. Deploy. Nice. Nice. We're going through. We're going through. Sweet. Now what? So we got this running. Let's say we do domains. If we go to firewall. All right, so let's go over to ask. I got the container running on the droplet for DigitalOcean. What would I do to get to access the dashboard? You can access your dashboard by opening up the browser and navigating to Droplet's IP and on port 3000. All right, let's give that a quick try. I don't know if port 3000 is open though. That's the only question that I'd have. Let's go over here. Let's go to this IP. 3000. I don't think it's open. Let's see. Let's open the firewall for port 3000. And UFW reload. And if we try that again, I think there might be a firewall. Yep. Which we can always do this part later or next week. We can, but for now, I'm just going to say on port 3000. That way we can at least be able to see it for now. And if I go here or go here, let's see if we go. Got it loaded. But are we being rejected? I don't know. Well, it's running on there. I think next what we'll do is we will configure a domain, configure a port for it to access it on, make sure that we're actually able to log in. And it looks like it's kind of working, but something's not right. Something's not right. So no biggie, but we were able to do a lot. That we got to where we wanted to get to, got some cleanup steps to do, but we're making progress. We are making progress. So in my book, I call this a
flawless victory.
All right, let me go get in trouble with the chat because I was being a delinquent. But guess what? I do what I want. I do what I want. Let's see what we got going on. All right. Let's see. I didn't even know that Magnetar was here. Oh man, now I'm scared. Now I feel bad. It says Magnetar Sith Coach Draft had this playing in the background. I appreciate you.
I appreciate you.
Let me see. And look. I had to see it through, but I only see it through in a good way. I'm not like those other people who have to see it through, right? No, I see it through in a good way. We are going to jump, and I apologize. Rod Brown, Magnetar, I apologize. I didn't even know Magnetar was here. I was just saying that, Anyways, let's go ahead and jump to our last break time topic of today, which is it over for Uber drivers, for Lyft drivers, for all those other ride sharing drivers?
How dare you?
Waymo and Tesla executives, they testified before Congress. I lost the video. Hold on. Let me go. Did I lose it? I think I did. Yep, hold on one second. Let me go find it. And there we go. We're gonna go to or maybe I didn't lose it. All right, let's get to this video.
Executives from Waymo and Tesla defended their self-driving vehicle technology in testimony before the Senate Commerce Committee today. Both companies are urging Congress to advance long-stalled legislation that will speed up the deployment of self-driving cars. Leaders from Tesla and Waymo insisted their driving systems are safer than humans, despite recent incidents of the cars failing to yield to school buses and a case in January.
No. We are not going.
How dare you?
I told you how those kids are because I was one of them. because I'm human, I don't want to stop for those kids either. But because I understand what I used to do as a child, walking all slow to the back of the bus, having to take my book back off while I'm laughing. I am laughing at the cars who are stuck at the bus, like having to stop for the bus. So I get it. Waymo, I get it. It is a calculated, educated risk. But I can't out of all the examples, they want to bring up the one where Waymo doesn't stop at the bus stops for these pesky little kids, and they're probably going to talk about when Waymo dragged the customer like 2 feet because some other person wasn't paying attention, knocked it in front of the Waymo, and now it is the Waymo's fault. But they're talking about safety. Well, Uber just lost an 8.5 million. They were held for $8.5 million liable in an SA case out in Arizona. There are about over 1,000 pending litigation against Uber, and they have accusations against Lyft too. And they're trying to say, oh, we're not responsible for it.
January, where a self-driving taxi hit a child in California. CBS News Senior Transportation.
What was the child doing? Is that all right? Am I wrong to ask that question? They just say, "Oh, the Waymo hit a child." What was the child like? Did the child run out into the middle of the street? Did the Waymo stay and wait for the police, or was it a hit and run? Was it a hit and run? You know, I'm just saying. I have to ask these questions.
And correspondent Chris Van Cleve has more.
Doesn't sleep, doesn't blink, and doesn't get tired.
Top executives from Tesla and Waymo told the Senate Commerce Committee Wednesday their self-driving technology saves lives.
Our data shows that we are 10 times less likely to be involved in a serious injury collision as compared to human drivers.
But the tech giants also admit it's a work in progress.
It's also not going to SAU. Like, I'm telling you, we're going to be talking about this on Friday's episode of the Bug Bite. We're going to talk about it on Friday's episode of the Bug Bite, where about the case that Uber found liable for. Uber tries to say that they are not responsible for what their quote unquote contractors do. Contractor or not, you're still a driver for Uber, representing Uber. And one of the things they said is Uber has the option now where women drivers and riders can opt out of being paired with men, which I did find a little bit offensive because why can't I have the option to opt out as well as a man to be picked up or dropped off, or to be, if I was Uber driver, to ride with or to give women a lift, or if the woman, if I'm taking Uber and the woman is a woman driver, to say, no, I don't want women driving me around because of whatever reason, right? So I do find it a bit unfair and hypocritical, but you know, that's the world we live in.
At least 24 times in the last year, Waymos failed to yield to school buses in Austin.
Stop the school. Can we just change? All right, can we just change the law? If that's something they're always going to bring up, can we just change the law? Let's just say we don't have to stop for school buses anymore, right?
Senator Ted Cruz asked Waymo's chief safety officer what the company is doing to stop it from happening again.
How do you verify that these changes will protect school bus riders moving forward?
And we are working with the Austin Independent School District to collect data on different lighting patterns and different conditions. And we're continuously learning and improving, because our work is safety is never done.
Lawmakers are looking to craft legislation to regulate the rollout of autonomous vehicles.
How many humans go right? I've seen it so much. Humans, they just zoom right through the bus stop. So you can miss me with that.
And set a safety standard that puts Americans at ease.
And the freedom that will give elderly people is such a comfort to me as I become an elderly people.
Wyoming Senator Cynthia Loomis is also
Does she mean elderly person instead of elderly people?
Thinking of her grandsons and how they could benefit from a car that stops them from making bad decisions behind the wheel.
And I hope they don't exercise poor judgment, but they're boys, and they might.
Waymo and Tesla say it's imperative the U.S. moves quickly to support self-driving vehicles to prevent China from taking the lead. Chris Van Cleve, CBS News, San Francisco.
And Ian Kreitzberg joins us now. He's an AI correspondent at the digital media company Puck. So, Ian, why is it important to not let China corner the self-driving vehicle market?
Yeah, so this is an interesting...
I will say this, though. Whenever you want to get people riled up, we have to stop China from doing it. We have to stop China. It's like Marsha. I think that they're using China to push the self-driving litigation. But then they the Uber drivers, the human drivers, they're saying, "Oh no, it's not safe. It's not safe." Well, I haven't heard of any cases where a Waymo or a whatever other brands that they have, whatever other robotaxis that they have. I think Tesla just launched in Texas, where they are assaulting people. They might have hit a kid by mistake. That's fair. I'll give you that. I don't know what happened with the kid if they got pushed in front of the car, because humans hit kids all the time, every day, right? But I don't know. I honestly think that it might be safer. You're not going to like that. You are not going to like that. But I honestly think that they might be safer.
Focus for this industry. And to me is actually was interesting to hear in the hearing, because it's very similar to, conversation that we've heard from the broader AI industry, which is this race with China, this kind of nebulous race to win. I'm not really sure what that looks like when it comes to robotaxis in the United States. To me, it's a very kind of...
I agree with them. That whole thing about China, that didn't make much sense, because if it's approval that they're looking for, if they say, well, Waymo and Tesla can't get broader approval and whatever other companies can't get broader approval in the United States, but they can get it in localities, what makes you, how is China going to win that race where they definitely can't put their, even if Tesla and Waymo were able to get their cars running over here, and now China applies, they're going to get shut down. So there is no way that China is going to be getting their robotaxis over here.
Compelling narrative, especially building on the narrative that already exists that, the AI companies, aside from the robotaxi companies, have established.
I will say this too, right? In tech, a good 75% of the things that they say, at least to what they say to actual tech people, they don't use that fear mongering, because we know the truth. But when they're speaking to Congress and to the public, and the Congress, the public, they use all this fear mongering language. Oh, AI, and China, and Russia, and it's like, all right.
Around finding ways to kind of compel legislators to enable these technologies to move faster, and a specific thing for all of them, including the robotaxis, is deployment. Right? They want national frameworks to make it easier to deploy, but they want to push deployment. So to me, it's kind of it's a convenient narrative that doesn't really seem clear, right? China is not selling robotaxis in the United States.
Exactly.
I don't see a threat of Waymo losing its kind of U.S. market share to a Chinese AV company.
Why have lawmakers been hesitant to advance this legislation?
Yeah, I think that there's a couple factors going on. We saw both of them at play during the hearing today. One of them is this jobs factor, right? Like with all artificial intelligence related stuff, there's a number of concerns around the ways in which automation will just automate jobs out of existence. Now, I don't really expect that to happen. But a major concern for a lot of legislators is, how can we do robotaxis in a way that taxi drivers, truck drivers don't lose their jobs? So that's been one area.
It's hard to see, the whole truck part, it's hard to see the truck part really take off, because the weight of the batteries to power a truck, that's going to be very interesting, that you're going to have these I take that back. That's only if I take it back. That is only if it's an EV truck. But could there be a self-driving gas truck?
Are you ready?
Because if it's a self-driving gas-powered truck, you can definitely do that all day, all night, have self-driving trucks. Right? Am I right or am I right? Because why does self-driving have to be limited to EVs? Wasn't Kit and Knight Rider a gas car, I suppose, that could drive, that was self-driving? Right? So trucks definitely possible.
Other area that has been a very key focus for people is that there's a lot of unknowns about robotaxis today. And I think a big thing for a lot of people comes down to accountability, right? In accidents caused by humans, we have a playbook. We know what to do when a human driver causes an accident, right? We know how to assign accountability. We have insurance frameworks designed to handle that. And so
Has there been a self-driving taxi accident that was the actual fault of the self-driving taxi, not putting blame on them just because there is not a human operating it, but that it was actually the fault? Because the one that we reviewed a long time ago was because somebody knocked the bicyclist in front of the Waymo and they got dragged like 2 feet. 2 feet? Didn't an ICE agent get dragged like 100 yards last year? And we're crying about, and they gave him no grace. So we're crying about someone who got pushed in front of a Waymo and they got dragged like 2 feet. Come on, give me a break here. No, nope. But I haven't heard of a Waymo accident where it was the actual fault of the Waymo. It's like somebody did something that made the Waymo or whatever react that way. Because it's a robot. It's programmed to act a particular way.
We have a regulatory system that works for human drivers. We don't have a regulatory system that was designed to work for cars that don't have people behind a wheel. And there are a subset of legislators that are concerned about legislating before we have these answers to these kinds of really complicated questions about liability more clearly figured out.
Just change the laws after. Like, see, this. Oh my God, these people are dumb, right? Because how do you get started if you don't create? You need to set the laws in place, and then once you start learning from those, then you update the laws. Simple as that.
In Kreisberg, thank you.
I don't know. For me, I would rather take a ride in a robo-taxi because it's not going to talk to me. It's not going to ask me. It's not going to ask me what I think about some organization. And then there's videos about the person getting fired about it. I just, it's not going to assault you either, right? The robo-taxi is not going to assault you. If it does, then there's something really, really wrong. It's definitely, I think it's safer. And I think that humans did it to themselves. Now you're going to say, oh, what about the jobs? What about the jobs? What's better? A company who has their quote unquote contractors which on the grand scheme of things is probably a minimal number, but one is too much, where their contractors are assaulting their customers. In what world does it make sense that contractor or employee that you get to assault a customer? It makes no sense to me, right? So what's worse? Not stopping for pesky little kids who are taking their time to walk all the way to the back of the bus at a bus stop, or humans, employees / contractors assaulting the customers of the company, right? I think it is pretty clear. I think it's pretty clear, but they're not going to like it. They're going to be upset about that. But I personally, it might be more expensive, but I personally I would rather ride in a self-driving car and take my chances with that than trusting the driving. Because how do you know when you get into a Uber or a Lyft or whatever that the person didn't just come from the bar? that they're not drunk out of their who knows what? How do you know? Like, you don't know anything about this person. You don't know if they're having a bad day. Guess what? A robo-taxi will never have a bad day. I would love to get my own. What is the name of the Tesla one? Cybercab. I would love to get my own Cybercab and have it drive me around. But alas, I don't know. Anyways, let me check the chat one last time. Then we're gonna get up and out of here. Let me see. We are boom. So Junior says, I hate when people blame drivers when the kids run into the street. That is a good question. I mean, we're gonna look it up. We are going to look it up. Let's see. Waymo hits kid. All right. Oh, this was recent. Let's see. A driverless Waymo vehicle struck a child on January 23rd, 2026 near an elementary school in Santa Monica, California, prompting a federal investigation by the NHTSA. The child sustained minor injuries after stepping from behind a parked vehicle while the car slowed from... The child sustained minor injuries after stepping from behind a parked car while the car slowed from 17 miles an hour to under 6, preventing serious harm. Context. The incident occurred during the morning drop-off hours near Grant Elementary School. Collision. A Waymo AV 5th generation system, no human operator, struck a child who ran from behind a double-parked SUV. Now, here's my question. Here is my question, right? If it was a human that this child ran behind a double parked SUV at that, what would have been the fate of that child? Right? No? Am I right? Or so the comparison is not fair. Anyways, whatever. Response. The vehicle immediately braked, reducing speed significantly. The child walked to the sidewalk after the contact. I hate these people. They are the worst. They are the worst. They make it sound so dramatic, and then when you read the story, it's like, oh, like injuries. The child sustained minor injuries, according to the report, did not require significant medical investigation. The National Highway Traffic Safety Administration is investigating whether the AI exercised appropriate caution. What would a human do? What would a human do, right? Like, Waymo's position. The company stated their technology detected the child, initiated hard braking, and claimed the human driver might have hit the child at a higher speed. Duh. Like, oh God. All right. The video shows the aftermath of the incident and provides more detail. I don't want to see that. I want to see the actual incident. So, maybe we'll review that on Tuesday. But whatever. But that's why you see, and that's why they do not like us tech people, because instead of just saying, "Oh my God, I hit a kid," I'm like, okay, what? Like, how did this happen? What are the stories? Like, what are the details? Where was the kid? How did the kid get into the vicinity of a Waymo? Oh, it ran from a. So here's my question: did the double parked SUV get a ticket? Did they tell the child, "Hey, you should not be running in the middle of the street"? I think that the Waymo saved this child's life. I'm just going to say it. I am just going to say it. Protect your kids. Protect your kids. What is going on with my stream? All right. We're gonna wrap it up. We are gonna wrap it up. It looks like the stream is dropping off. Let me see. Let's see. What about? That's a fair question. That is a fair question about who is able to opt in. And that is a very good question. If you allow people to opt out, like women to opt out, But in the whole Uber app, don't you choose what you identify as? I don't know. Let me see. They keep trying to take the Minority Report approach, preventing crimes before they happen, even when they have no clue what crimes could occur. Just legislating just to say they did something. You are so right. It says the robotaxi won't have a bad day unless it's hacked and turned into GTA. Let's go.
Let's get it.
That sounds like a good time. Let me see. And that is it for today. Thank you so much. But that is it. If you are watching the Super Bowl, I want you to enjoy it. I'm going to be working on different things. I'm going to go get me something to eat. I'm going to be recording some videos, editing some videos, scheduling some stuff. I am backed up on editing, so I'm going to be working. All right. But thank you guys so much for tuning in. Do me a big favor on your way out. If you haven't done already, like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification button so you can know every time we go live and drop new content. Go check out techcoachralph.dev. Join us. We had an amazing vibe code and chill session. We had a great conversation about the intelligence attacks. Junior showed us his photography app that he's working on, and we have some content dropping during the week. And come check us out tomorrow. Candid Conversations, all that good stuff. But that's it. That is it for today. You guys have a wonderful rest of your Sunday. Tech Coach Ralph, we are out.
One more thing. Price of the brick going up.
Spartans! What is your profession?
Yeah. Tired of the same results. Tired of looking at the scoreboard and always being on the wrong side. Something's got to change. It starts now. Yeah. Woke up, tasted ash in my mouth, same four walls, staring at a life heading south. Bank account's a joke, looking like a typo. Stuck in the loop, a vicious psycho. Taking L's like they were complimentary. My whole existence felt elementary. Stuck in first gear, spinning wheels in the mud. Drowning my potential in a half-hearted flood.
Same excuses, different day. Promise I would change, then I look away. But the pain is staying just the same. Got heavier than the guilt, hotter than the flame.
Something snapped, a switch got flipped. Tore up the old plans, hit a whole damn script. Looked at rock bottom, said I ain't coming back. Time to build a new road, time to get on track.
I was done with the losing, done with the pain. Done with standing still in the pouring rain. Now it's focus, discipline, a brand new vision. Wrote a new life, made a new decision. No more looking back, the old me is dead. It's all about the hustle, all the steps ahead from the ground up. Watch the new man rise, yeah, I'm building my win right before their eyes.
The alarm clock rings, it's 5 a.m. Old me hit snooze, but I ain't him. Lace up the sneakers, pavements, my new priest. While the rest of the city still sleeping on the beach. Turning notifications off on the phone. Can't build an empire if you're never alone. Got my mind right, tunnel visions engaged. Felt like I was locked up, now I'm breaking the cage.
It's the small habits, stacking them tall. Reading to new pages before I even ball. Every rep in the gym, every dollar I save is another tombstone on my old self's grave. They say, man, you changed, you ain't the same. You're damn right I'm not, I just rewrote the game. Focused on the mission, cut the static noise. Traded short-term fun for the long-term joy. I was done with the losing, done with the pain. Done with standing still in the pouring rain. Now it's focus, discipline, a brand new vision. Wrote a new life, made a new decision. No more looking back, the old me is dead. It's all about the hustle, all the steps ahead from the ground up. Watch the new man rises, yeah, I'm building my win right before their eyes.
And now the wins, man, are starting to stack. That opportunity I missed, I just got it back. The projects I quit, now the ship is live. The ideas in my head, now they're set to thrive. My whole circle's different, check the new crew. It's mentors and builders, people seeing it through. This ain't luck, this is crafted, this is by design. This is sweat equity, making what is mine.
The mirror looks different, see the fire in the gaze. No more fog, no more walking in the blurry days. Shit is chapter 2, the resurrection's begun. The old me lost the battle, but the new me won. This ain't just a phase, man, this is life change. Rearranged my whole world, stepped up to a new stage. Yeah, from zero to hero, from broken to build. Shedding all the weakness, shedding all the guilt. I was done with the losing.
so hard. You worry about the wrong play, man. Go look in the mirror. Dust. You on my page before you brush your teeth. You stuck on my ground while I'm in the streets. You worrying about my bag, worrying about my wins. You ain't worrying about your pockets looking paper thin. Look at you, man, musty, can't be trusted. Hating on my shine cause your whole life busted. You could be doing so much if you looked at you, but you rather look at me. That's the bomb in you. You complaining about the work that I got in the vault, but you ain't willing to undo it. That's your own damn fault. I'm not sorry, I don't care, I don't feel no pity. You a clown in the suburbs, I'm the man of the city. You looking through my window with a greedy eye, instead of in the mirror asking who am I? You a hater, you a watch, you a non-starter. While I'm climbing up the charts, yeah, I'm going harder. Stop looking through my window. Go look inside your mirror. You worry about my downfall, that's why your vision ain't clear. You're dusty. Stop looking through my window. Go look inside your mirror. You could be winning too, bro, winning too, but you rather be a failure. I don't feel you, I don't see you, I don't hear you. You just a gnat in my ear, I just brush you off. You just mad cause I'm the boss and you looking soft. You ain't willing to do the work that I've done. I was up at 4 a.m., you was having fun. I was 72 hours fasting, getting my mind right. You was on the timeline, starting up a new fight, but the fight ain't with me. Man, the fight is with yourself. You could have the same damn drive, you could have the wealth, but you rather be a critic, you rather be a troll. While I'm knocking down walls at the Super Bowl, I don't feel no pity, I don't feel remorse that you chose to stay in you while I'm a damn horse. This a race and you ain't even at the starting line. Too busy drawing pictures of my finish line. Stop looking through my window. Go look inside your mirror. You worried about my downfall, that's why your vision ain't clear. Stop looking through my window. Go look inside your mirror. You could be winning too, bro, winning too, but you rather be a failure. Let's get it. My focus is on gold, my focus is on winning. My focus is on the next chapter, just beginning. I'm too busy, man, my calendar is packed. I'm too busy building up, I'm too busy building stack. I'm coaching up the team, I'm on the max, I'm on the string. I'm building a new world, I'm living out the dream. And you are not a factor, you are not a threat. You were just a bad investment, you were bad bet. I'm not sorry for you, I'm not sorry for the facts that I'm out here running up the score to the max. I don't see you, you are invisible to me, cause I'm everything you're jealous of, scared to be. Real talk, if you took a little time and focus on your own success instead of on my damn downfall, you wouldn't be so dusty. Ha. Maybe you should try it if you wanna win, but you won't. Get a life, man. Stop watching mine. Go get some money.